Greetings folks, Dunman here. Now, a couple weeks ago when the wild update finally came out, the Warden has dug up into Minecraft. A horrifying behemoth with a special relation to the little moss and weird biome that it spawns in. But the thing is, the Warden is such a cool and weird and creative idea, and Minecraft has never really had anything like it before. It got me wondering. Okay, it started tingling away at my creativity hairs. That's a disgusting metaphor. But what I'm saying is, I thought, what if we fleshed out that biome a little bit more with some more creatures and some more related animals that could kind of work in tandem with the Warden to make the entire system of sneaking around him a little bit more interesting. So after giving it a good amount of thought and a fair few sketches, I came up with 3 creatures that I think, if they were added to the game, would naturally make the Warden challenge more interesting, starting off with the guard hare. Now, I thought if Warden was the big bad golem that protects the skulk as if it's a village and it's an iron golem, I thought, what if we gave it its own, like, sort of guard villagers type of creature, like a smaller version that wouldn't exactly do what the Warden does, but it would definitely help the Warden and make its job way easier. So what I came up with was the guard hare. The name's a little goofy, but then again, everything I come up with is a little goofy. It draws from the fact that the Warden is called the Warden and the thing is a guard. Get it? Sort of like a prison theme. The reason it's called a hare is because I realized while painting it, it kind of looks like a rabbit. Let me get something off my chest here. What I decided to do was not add anything that's stronger than the Warden or in any way meddles with what the Warden does, because that is kind of like a perfect little thing that Mojang has created, and I really don't want to mess with that system. I want to build around it. So here's how the guard hare works. In order for this thing to work, we're gonna need to introduce a new type of skulk. It's not really that interesting. It's the skulk bush. It can literally just be like a reskinned azalea thing. These things will grow scattered around the deep dark, and our little hare hides in these. And when the player gets close, the hare jumps out and scares you. Now, how does this help the Warden? Once you've been jump scared, most people will panic and run away. And you know what it does when you run in the deep dark. Now the next creature that I've created sort of breaks my own rule of not meddling with the system, but not exactly. The thing is, I kind of wanted to introduce almost a mini-boss that spawns inside the ancient cities, but very rarely. Here's how it works. We had a new rare structure that sometimes spawns in the ancient cities called the labyrinth or the maze or whatever. Basically, it's a maze. I'm guessing the way to get to this would be just to buy a map off of a cartographer like you do with the Ocean Monument or the Woodland Mansion. But if you have a more creative way of finding this thing, comment down below. Now inside the maze will be a new mini-boss, the Serpent. I'm thinking that the maze has some sort of special lights that switch on and off, and your job is to switch all of them on while dodging the Serpent and avoiding him. What happens if the Serpent catches you? Well, the Serpent starts shrieking, at which point... But if you're able to successfully go around the maze and are able to turn on all of these lights without getting hit by the Serpent, then I think you should be awarded with a special substance. And this can give you a potion of lightness. Something that when drunk will make you light, and that means you will make way less sound while moving around. I don't think this effect should last for more than like a minute or two, but what this gives you is a few precious minutes of moving around the deep dark without having the Warden breathing down your back. And this potion is what I was talking about when I was saying that I kind of broke my own rule about not meddling with the system. It doesn't really meddle with the system because the Serpent is its own thing, but the potion kind of defeats the purpose because it gives the player like a free pass almost. But the thing is, the maze is gonna be as rare as the Woodland Mansion, and it's only gonna let you craft 3 potions at maximum, which are gonna last 3 minutes. So I think it's kind of a fun challenge, while providing a little surprise that doesn't make you too strong and doesn't let you bypass the game's most difficult challenges. Now I have to admit, at this point in time the dark side of the Force was calling to me. I was feeling the evil inside of me boiling up to the surface. And this evil took form in what I think is one of the most horrible things that anyone has ever conceived of. This creature may just be the worst kind of devil spawn that anyone's ever seen. This thing may be replacing the phantoms as the most annoying creatures in the game. And I know that's a high bar that I have just set for myself. Shackles, a pair of fetters connected together by a chain, used to fasten a prisoner's wrists or ankles together. Introducing the Shackle. Now the Shackle kind of looks like a cross between the Warden and a Gibbon. And that is funny to me for some reason, but the Shackle is truly annoying. What this thing does is it hides underground, just like the Warden, because it is essentially the same species. Except, it isn't as apt at digging as the Warden, so its head, or its arms, or its little legs will always stick up from the ground, but you can just barely notice them. And if you do not notice them, this creature will jump out of the ground, grab onto your legs, slowing you down, and then it will start getting real noisy. And we all know what happens when we get real noisy in the deep dark. This thing is so unfathomably annoying that after I've sort of written down what it did and had drawn its picture, I could genuinely picture streamers and YouTubers from around the world screaming as clips get produced of them getting horribly destroyed by the Warden and Shackle duo. Hey, how's everyone doing? I know this sounds weird because this is like at the end of the video, but I've actually had a pretty good idea while editing this video. I think that the potion that can be crafted from whatever the serpent boss fight drops, instead of making it a potion of lightness, which allows you to move around the biome without being noticed by the Warden, you can have it be a potion of detecting the shackles, a shackle detection potion if you will. And this, I believe, could be of real help, okay, of absolutely amazing aid for some players. Because what it would do is essentially after you chugged one of these, you can just see shackles. Okay, screw it, you can even see the hairs. Just like, you know how the spectral arrows put a little border around you? That's basically what they would do, and you'd be able to see them. I think that helps, but you know what? Tell me in the comments down below. Would you rather have it be a potion of lightness, which gives you a few minutes of walking around the deep dark without being noticed by anything? Or would you have it be a potion of detecting the other creatures that I've created and have it work like that and making them less annoying? Tell me in the comments below. Also in the comments below, please do tell me any other suggestions you have, any other sort of mobs you want to see, just anything. I just want to like incorporate this art aspect, which is a huge hobby of mine and a huge passion of mine, into my YouTube channel, and I think this is a really nice way of doing it in tandem with Minecraft, which has been the subject of my videos like for a year now. And yeah, this is a new type of video that I've been really excited to make. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you have liked, I hope you've commented, and I hope you have subscribed. And for now, goodbye.